down to his countryman, Efren Reyes, in the next match. So Efren not playing his absolute finest, but he can beat most anybody in here with his B game.
Well, he's got a shot here. I think he makes it. He figures to get out. Not easy, far away.
It's no Efren to flinch if he does. Stay down pretty good. He's on home to wicket. 8 days now. Good. They
might be wore out.
There's not a couple people that are different. A couple players looking a little fatigued. You have to endure 9 days of competition at a very high level.
El Ministerio de Economía de la República Dominicana ha anunciado el inicio de un nuevo proyecto en el mar.
And if you're in good physical condition, you're in good mental condition also. They go together. You know, you got to come to the stroke here. I think he has enough angle with one rail.
Yeah, very nice. I noticed the other night after playing, it looked like his original cue that he used to come here and play with. That cue was crudely constructed. It looked like a 7th grader's woodshop project that he got a C grade on. It fits on it if you run your hand up and down, it has some sharp edges protruding, but he had a very nice shaft and tip. And that was all you ever beat every living human being with that cue for many years. As he was the original cue, that cue that rebuilt him one to look identical to it. Now he's playing with another cue in his back, very similar to the second cue that he ever had. Look out. Very interesting. Effort, very superstitious. Does not like to clean the shaft, and like the Elkmaster tip. One time I put a tip on for him, cleaned up his shaft, properly shaped, and he was hugely disappointed. Effort, very suspect with his draw stroke. It's the most amazing thing. Greatest player of all time. He's kind of weak on his draw stroke. Not just this occasion, but just in general. Compared to the other top tier players. No, slightly trying 9-ball here. We expect him to get it. This is the opening rack. Brains in the middle of the pocket. Good shot. Efren Baka. 1-0 Reyes over Bergman. After a dry break and then a small exchange of safeties.
Yeah, Bergman didn't come with a good save. It was almost like he was daring Efren.
Reyes 61 years old. Bergman 28 years old. Reyes from Angeles City in the Philippines, and Bergman is from Fairview Heights in Illinois. One time I was a house pro with teachers players, and when Justin was about 11 years old, Efren was in town staying with me, and I brought him to the board. Nobody knew who he was. They trade dry breaks now.
I remember when Efren came to Houston and played in the tournament. I guess he was Pico Morales.
Cesar Morales.
Cesar Morales, yeah.
There is a real Cesar Morales in the Philippines. Efren borrowed his name. I've met him before.
Yeah, Efren went for $100 in the Calcutta. He won the tournament.
Right. The real Cesar Morales now has trouble getting games. He's not a very good player, and he's expected to play like Efren Reyes.
Good shot.
On the 6-ball over.
Yeah, there's no more problems, I don't think. Well, you got a plenty angle. He's going to have to play the next in the same pocket as the 5, I believe.
No, he didn't want to let the cue ball drift onto the cushion.
Yeah, and you got the angle to go to the 7. No problems here. The 7 leads to the 8, the 8 leads to the 9.
It's going to roll in. I will say this, I am disappointed in Justin's attire for this match on the TV table. It is disrespectful to the sport.
Well, how do you dress in the Moscone Cup?
Well, this properly. He had a steam shirt and black slacks. That's all I require. But 9 days wore on, and there's a lot of people here that are somewhat disrespectful to the sport also. So we still have some ground to cover, but I just don't think this is appropriate to teacher. From Efren's dry break, Bergman quickly crushes game number 2, ties the match at 1 game apiece. Pretty interesting match though, Danny.
Looks that way. Both players are perfect so far. I know you know Bergman pretty well because you live in the same area.
Yeah, I think the world of him almost like steps on. I admonish him as such, and he accepts it as such. So, tremendous talent. To me, he has to be in the top 2 or 3 American players today. 1 ball on the side.
Nice shot on the 2. I don't think the 3 passes the 4. It's close anyway. He's looking at it. If there is a problem, that's the only one. But apparently it's going to pass because he looked at it.
Being straight.
He's playing position for it.
Yeah, he made violations. This is very tough.
No, I think he's shooting the 3. I was wrong. He's shooting the 3, but he missed it. Almost made it.
Tough angle.
Yeah, couldn't tell.
That all was constructed from the 2-ball being a little bit too straight into the corner pocket. Wasn't his fault. That's the way they landed after the break. He didn't really fall ideally on the 3-ball.
You said Efren could beat most of these players with his B game. He can beat most of them playing left-handed also.
Yeah, very good player. And yeah, I mean, no disrespect to the others. Efren just has that much knowledge. He can kind of beat you with his experience and knowledge. You know, I always, you know he's my favorite player. Yeah. He kind of decelerated to that Danny. The cue ball did not respond. He didn't want to overhit it. And now he's going to have to shoot his way out of this one. Jacked up over the 8.
Yeah, he made it a little tough. It looked like an easy layout, but went straight.
Density connects to DJ decks to record a set.
That's a good opportunity here.
Oh, he trickled it in.
And then pure nose landed. He's straight on the 6 because of that. This has to be a shot maker is all. I don't think he can play the position.
No, he's going to have to stop right there and take the shot on 7.
Drains
What he
it.
did.
Over the last 2 years, Justin has played many top tier players. Marcolo, Gomez. Oscar Dominguez, Jason Shaw, big sets and long matches, and he's more than one his share of them. So nearly all of them. Justin Bergman comes out in front now, 2-1 on the Reyes error.
Well, what is the record here? I mean, who's got buyback? These two. I don't want you to tell me the whole tournament, but you disappointed me, Mark.
I'm very sorry.
I counted you to know that.
I'll tell you the truth. I watched a couple of matches right before this. One Jamie Barracks beat Nick Vandenberg, and I was watching his Hatch beat Buddy Walker instead of beating Homer and enjoying the tournament. I am not sure, but it's early enough. I suspect at least one of these two, if not both of them, have their buybacks. Then the last 2 days of the event, Bergman makes the ball in the break, then I have to push out. What's going on here?
Efren is smiling.
So it's a foul ball on him. Did you understand that, Danny? I was looking at you, responding to your question. I thought Bergman like push out or something. I don't know what happened. Oh, he dealt with the cue ball on the push out. Okay.
Yeah, up the foul on the push out, but he did that.
Yeah, up the foul on a foul. Is that what you're saying?
Well, actually, the push out's not a foul because you're allowed to do it.
Yeah, I was
but he
making
double hit the cue ball.
Just being that word that you said has every foul in order there. All right. Reyes. Now, why would he fall short on this ball?
I know he's got work to do. He's going to have to draw the ball one rail.
Like, the ball was straight to the side. He was straight on the floor. I mean, it was a simple speed control thing. Instead, he fell on the wrong side. And I made a good recovery shot here to get on the 6th one.
He's got to go between the 7 and 9 now for position. And have to put some right-hand English on the ball. They're good.
Got past the 8, picked up the right angle. Very nice. Yeah, Efren goes through this record ball in hand after making one. Slightly errant position play, but shot his way out of it.
He's a whole pocket.
Yeah, sure did.
He overcut the ball a little bit, but he's going to make the 9.
2-2 is our score. Reyes will be breaking.
There's Eddie Culhane. Next to Bergman.
Oh, very good break by Reyes. Really hit the
he made a
square,
ball, too.
parked the cue ball. Love ball. Actually, he's got a shot here, Danny.
You know, he can fall in the 2, shoot in the same pocket as the 1. Perfect angle to do it.
Yeah, that's the best break I've seen of Efren this week right there. He really hit him good.
Oh, what a touch. Did he get himself?
Let's get it. Let's get it, Danny.
Oh, no, that English, it could cause us good.
This is just where the cue ball grabs excessively, sometimes due to the chalk residue on the cue ball.
Well, I told you about Babe Cranfield. He said it was static electricity that caused the skid.
Well, it causes mainly wool. Maybe that contributes to it. Now, the point is, Justin Bergman doesn't mind it. He's off the table. Good scoring opportunity here. Perfect angle on the 8. Bergman looking to move ahead in the match by 1 game at 3-2 when this 9 ball hits the pocket. He will be breaking. Race to 9, winner break format.
Well, the old Johnson City days, St. Louis was the closest big to Johnson City. It was 110 miles west of Johnson City.
Yeah, there's not many guys. I've asked, how many guys that come to the Derby now that attended Johnson City. There's not that many of them.
Well, they all died. There's me, Billy, Ed Kelly, he doesn't come here, but he was a regular. Truman, he was a regular.
Bergman pockets the 1, down table. Yeah, with a 40-second shot clock.
Tus comidas facilísimas y rapidísimas con máquina purísimo y ya.
This is a funny push. He's going to push to a kick. I like that, though, because if you kick the 2 thinly, you make a pass all the way down past the 9. That's a good shot. But you're not going to fool Efren Reyes with it.
I think Efren's going to end up giving it back. Yeah, he does. Tough shot to take down right there. This is a shot that you can lose with, but you're not likely to win with.
Yeah, but if he gets the thin enough, he might go behind the 9 and the 7.
Yeah. I don't know if he was playing it in behind it that way, but in the event, he made a little shot.
Well, he doesn't get anywhere there. He left the shot. Efren's got a little obstruction with the 9. But this looks like the only ball you have to make. And you'll be out. Yep, 9 is sort of in his way with the stroke. He overcut it. He overcut it, but it looks like he got faked with it. I don't think Bergman's got rail first.
Well, I think end rail and soft on the 2 and try to use the 5 as a blocker here. I don't think he's going to pound this ball or anything. He needs to play for that shot here.
Yeah, he'll try to kick the 2 behind the 5 gently. He didn't get it past. He left the shot, but it's no gimme. Well, he left the kick. 5 is in the way of shooting right at the 2.
Look at that shot.
Oh, that's not going to help.
Well, I mean, he just executed it so well, though. I mean, yeah.
He's going to be in a trap next shot.
I think he left the bank here. That's the issue.
Well, he did. The position goes with it.
Bergman drains the bank. Ball's perfect on 3.
Yeah, it doesn't look like any problems here. Of course, you people out there saying, what's he talking about? 7 balls left on the table, so I don't want you people to feel like duffers. You know, these people play every day. This is their living. You know, when I say no problems, you'll see they won't have a problem. This might be a little bit of one. Very little. Now he'll go 2 rails under the 7.
Good shot.
Right.
Very retained that ball now for a 4-2 lead in this match by Justin Bergman.
Yeah, he didn't take much time to do that. Yeah, Efren made a bad kick there. He's like suicidal what he did. Cost him the game. He's hoping it doesn't cost him 2 or 3. There's the back track.
Yep. Justin so far with two game flurries. Bergman's going to be productive from the break. 7 ball in the wing. 5 ball in the corner. 9 ball got kissed around.
Where are you, Warren?
One's going to leave him a shot.
He's got a shot. He's got the angle play position on the 2.
Good shot, yeah. He's in the dog of the pocket there. Somewhat awkward angle.
And that was the whole game right there. Ball on the 2. No more problems.
3 to 4. He's going to put a 3 on the side.
Or in the corner.
I don't think
Okay.
it's directly. Oh, he can go on the inside. Okay. Well, he's going to be jacked up a little bit here. Challenge, not hideously so, but not ideal.
You got the right angle to go to the 4.
Good shot.
You got the right angle to go from the 4 to the 6. No more problems in that.
Yeah, he's going to try to get him down 7 in the corner pocket to the end rail. Does so. Not much his speed. Yeah, not good enough.
Oh, that's a tough shot. I don't think he wants to go for the bank.
I think he does.
Well, if he does, the Q-Lo's going to have to go 3 cushions to go to the 7.
Yeah.
That's always a problem. No problem for him.
Very good shot there.
Great shot.
That was
Well,
close.
he got perfect on the 7. Well, he certainly doesn't look intimidated, that's for sure.
Skid it again. Yeah. Didn't even come close.
No.
There's 2 skids we've had in this. Efren had one, and now Justin Bergman had one. Efren left a much easier layout. He had his. Bergman now, though, precludes himself from breaking everything out.
He's going to shoot here. That's in his if he cuts it, or he's got a long bank.
He's banking.
He's good.
He's going to bank it.
He didn't make it. Oh, look at the ball stop, but he can cue the ball. He got room.
Cocinar para toda la familia se siente así. La verdad, prefiero pedir pedidos ya.
Yes, again, 2 misses in 1 rack. I don't think Efren's going to miss. Big difference. Efren will only be down 1 game instead of 3.
Oh, yeah. He's a dangerous guy. Even if he struggles, he's on the phone to form a point in the match.
Or down the 50-yard line, but he's got a good view when he can reach the cue ball. Next time we make it.
4-3 is our score. It's trailing, breaking. Any gossip or interesting stories you heard while you were here, Dean?
Not really. We're gambling sky high upstairs. 40,000 a game, some of them. I won't say who. The IRS might be listening.
Okay, Reyes fresh off his best break of the week. 4 balls in the wing. Another good break. Looks like it's going to be a dry break, however, unless the 1 trickled in.
The 1 did.
And
All
the 2.
right,
Yeah,
got the 2.
got a shot here, but he's going to deal with a 3 ball next to it.
I think you just roll the 2 in, you brush the 3, and you're all right. See what Efren thinks. Well, he's looking at it, surveying the situation.
Yeah, it's kind of a early big moment in this rack.
I think he'll brush the 3 and have it in the same pocket as the 2.
Super soft speed. Look at that shot, Danny. Oh, boy. So super soft speed. Perfectly executed.
Waits for the 4 in the corner. What's he going to do with the 5? Play the combination?
Well,
I don't think he's going to have much choice now.
one thing with Efren, he knows a lot of ways to win a game of 9 ball.
Yeah, he's playing for the combination or the bank.
I think the bank. I think it's the bank because he didn't really go over and look at the
He's
combination.
playing the combination. No, he isn't. He's not playing anything. Yeah, he jumped a little. Bergman has to draw the ball back. Plays 6 in the same pocket as the 5. They'll have to go 2 rails now, I think. With 7, no problem.
Yeah, 7's right over the side pocket. This is just a don't miss type of situation. Didn't have to do anything special with the cue ball and go 2 rails of speed.
Got the ball now.
Don't miss right there.
I think he's got a little pound it.
I'm just saying, you should have this. You should have gone forward an inch or back an inch.
Right, he didn't have to draw it. He would have had perfect angle. I think he's going to pound it. No problem.
Not low in the pocket. 5-3 is our score. Bergman in front and breaking. Well, Cheryl, sorry. Yeah. Oscar Dominguez here, playing amongst all the chaos of the 5 tournaments here, 6 tournaments to go on to the festival. And he played a tough match yesterday, 2:15. He arrived, his opponent did not. He was awarded the forfeit. His opponent thought it was 2:45. Oscar agreed to play the match anyway, even though he'd already been awarded the forfeit. And his tough opponent beat him.
And it is a story, you know.
And then, to follow up on it, it happened again today. Oscar also agreed to play this man when he was already forfeited. Oscar beat his man today, and is still in action, but
I think it should be up to the tournament. You know, if they say you've won the forfeit, I don't think the player should have the right to say, I'll play it.
you are correct. It should never be on the player because you put a lot of pressure on there, on the player to be, a special guy. That being said, sometimes there's so much chaos amongst the tournament. And while I never like to make the broadcast about me, I was once playing in a tournament. And the tournament director gave me a match time, and my opponent was Efren. Gave him a different match time. Efren was told it was 3 o'clock. I was told it was 2 o'clock. I showed up in advance. 2 o'clock came. Efren no showed. He then came around 2:30, anticipating they were playing at 3, like he was informed. But the tournament director was going to enforce the fact that Efren had forfeited. But I couldn't accept that. And had it been differently, I could have had Efren known, but it was so poorly run. But last thing I wanted to do is I wanted to be there from I wanted to play Efren, but I didn't want to win that way.
What a guy.
Well, I'm just saying, I think everybody, I don't think that should be any special thing.
Billy Cardona forfeited a match to me one year, senior tour. It meant $2,500. And I tried to play it, and they wouldn't let me play it.
Yeah, you shouldn't have the option, Danny. But I'm saying in the event that the guy doesn't know it, if he well, even in Efren's case, as much as I like him as a friend, good shot there by Bergman.
Very good.
Had he missed the match time, I would not have done. But he thought it was 3 o'clock, and that's how poorly run. And even the tournament director admitted he gave it in the wrong time, but was still going to forfeit you. Which, after you invite somebody to come that far, I don't even know what he's thinking. But that's more testimonial of how poorly run it was, as opposed to an infraction or violation of the rules. But you are right. Absolutely, the player should have no say in it. Once the tournament director forfeit, then it has to be a forfeit, and that's that. And you shouldn't feel bad about it.
And Oscar had it twice. Did he lose both times?
No, he won the second time.
Oh, that's good.
That ball did not skid.
No, he missed the
He missed it.
block.
In my entire career, I forfeited twice. One time when the tournament director, I wanted to be there at 10 a.m. and I arrived at 9:30. And he said some other matches didn't show up, and then he called my match at 8:30. And I said, well, how could I be here early and not be forfeited already? But anyway, he was in there. It was his mistake. And the only other time I ever forfeited was Camel Tour. And I was informed that morning my father passed away. And so for going for Camel points, I played Oscar's father, Ernesto. And then I had to leave after that. And I did beat Ernesto. And my next match was Efren Reyes. So I don't know that he caught a heck of a break because he was probably going to dust me off anyway. But anyway.
Voy a ser muy sincera contigo. Estoy aquí porque quiero que hagas clic en el botón de abajo.
Okay, Reyes is chopping through his track nicely after Bergman his ball.
We were informed that Bergman doesn't have a buyback, and Efren does.
Could have greased the 9 ball in there.
About that one.
He's providing me a lifetime of entertainment. They probably have one of the largest video collections of his. And the reason is, they're absolutely fascinating to me because there's not one of the videos that I don't learn something from in terms of shot selection, execution, thought process.
Yeah, well, Pat Fleming is responsible for a lot of people learning some pool.
Yeah,
And they know it.
man, way ahead of his
He's all the
time.
time.
Yeah, he's way ahead of his time. Some of he's pioneered the TPA. People still don't know about it, but you learn a lot about your game if you take the time to learn it. It's relatively straightforward and simple, and an invaluable learning tool. We use it in my college players program. Try break, and Mug is just up in front of the.
You know, and he sold out the one.
Just don't let the cue ball get away there just a little bit.
Well, he'll be rewarded here. Like, he'll have the 3 on the side. Oh, he didn't. Bergman's not having a good day pocketing.
No, not playing good.
Efren doesn't mind.
No, and here's the thing. Very difficult for Bergman to win with his B game. Efren can definitely beat you with his B game. Not beyond just he doesn't have the savvy nor the experience.
Look at Efren did.
Oh my.
Yeah, he missed me too by a block.
He's laughing looking up at us.
So you know he doesn't feel like
No, it's not funny.
Poker player laughing.
He just can't help it. I mean, it's just one of those circumstances where it's just.
Oh, this is tough. I forget shooting here. I'm playing safe. No, he was making at it.
And that's why you're betting the game on it. Now, it doesn't have to turn out absolutely horrible. When you bank cross-side, that's usually the cue ball and the out ball end up on the side of the table.
It wasn't worth shooting, Mark.
Yes, I was agreeing. I was just elaborating. For as many years as I have in the sport, Danny has far more wisdom and more years in the sport.
Yeah, it kept me out of work all these years. I like it. Yeah, and commentating keeps me around the guys. I like that. I love all the pool players.
Reyes fired that one in the middle of the pocket, mounted it over the rail.
Yeah, he doesn't have much position to play here. You know, he got kind of straight in on the 4. Just get to where you're not snookered. Try to get straight in on the 5. Still got work to do, 5 to the 6. You got the angle to do it. And the ball's this close to the pocket. You can play part of the pocket to get an angle you might not have had.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got that. You shoot it a little to the right of the pocket. That'll give him a 1 rail angle. Did it.
It looks like a 9 ball's involved though, Danny, and that means on the other hand.
Right, he might have to draw past the 9. I don't know if he could.
Yeah,
Work here.
I don't know if he can draw past the 9 and power up enough to get it down there. I think he may have to play it off the edge of the 9. Not to envision that, but that complicates pocketing the ball dramatically, and particularly if you're prone to flinching at all. You can,
Look, can he go 1 rail without hitting the
he
9?
may be able to. He may be able to just effectively spin it in. Well, he's in that quandary as well. He's in the gray area here. Uncertain about exactly how he's going to play this.
He might have to hit the 9.
One thing, make sure you don't miss the 6. Play it off the edge of the 9. World class.
Perfect.
Yeah,
No
that's the
te
experience
vi,
we're talking
Juan.
about.
That was not an
Un
accident. Coach.
partido de billar en YouTube
Yeah, that's a good shot.
de mamá.
He's like, well, there, it's a virtual certainty now that he will tie the
No,
magic 5.
de mamá.
We arrived here last, I arrived here last Thursday. The matches began on Friday. So Reyes ties up the match. There's people here. That's that Efren has lost a step. He didn't play Darren Abigail in 10 footer, probably beat him. And then he played the very hot shooting Francisco Bustamante.
Yeah, he doesn't have to be embarrassed. He's playing pretty well. You know, he's flipped a little. You're his biggest fan, and you know that.
I admit it readily. He's not the star player he once was, but he still has all that experience and wisdom. He just battles these guys with his A-minus game or B game. More than hold his own. Right? Yeah, we remember back in the St. Paul days, you didn't matter if you played bad, if you played alright, you have no chance. Let it good break.
He's got a shot on the 1. How do you get to the 2? That's tricky. He's got the ball behind. He's on the cushion. That's a tough position there.
He certainly made a great position play on the last track by brushing the 9 ball lightly into the cue ball all the way to the end of the table for the 7.
Oh, this one equally as tough, maybe tougher. Because he's on the rail. It's going to be tough here. Got to really come with a stroke here.
But for years, we're so used to him executing this type of circumstance. Because before, he didn't overdo it. Good shot.
Oh, he got there.
Good shot.
Good shot is right. No, he has to go 3 rails forward, I believe. He has a pass.
And he seemed to hit this ball very softly.
Well, he can't hit it soft enough to hold it up for on the side. I think he's got to go 3 rails and play it in the corner.
You're absolutely right. There's our 3rd rail. Comes around the 5. He's on the fire perfect on the 4. Great shot.
It is a great shot.
Yeah. Tremendous pool on offer. Big crowd here. You read the table.
We'll get bigger too. It's Friday. Friday's a big night in this tournament. Now, he'd like to get 3 rail position, maybe to go at the 7. That'll get him to the 6. And he's got that. Your target here is the 7 ball. He's going that way. 2 rails. Third rail doesn't count. Oh, he got good on this. He's going right at that 7.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
That's ball in hand position. Smartly takes a look at the angle he wants on the 7. Easily transfer to the 8. Close to the 7 also. He expected that.
He's going to get straight in on this 8.
Good speed and control.
Well, Efren's about to take a 1-game lead here.
And the first break around the match goes back for Reyes. It gives him the 1-game lead.
That's a neck crack. Reyes is getting 3 in a row now.
Seven ball, wing ball now. It's changed to the breaking location. 7 ball found the pocket. 1 ball to settle in by the corner pocket. Looks like he has a shot, Danny.
He does, and it looks like he has the right angle to go to the 2. I mean, he's on the rail, but there's a nice angle going towards the 2 here. And hit it with a little speed. Air right hand English will do it.
¿Cómo que no hizo daño?
Oh, nice. Just filters into ideal position.
53 passes to 7.
Pasa, man. Muchacha. ¿Cómo quieres? Eso
Perfect angle. He's going to go 2 rails to the 4 now. He's 4 passes to 9.
Ahora, pero tú no cenaste, Gloria, ni ahora mismo.
It's hard to tell, but I think you're right. I think 4 does pass the 9 now. He's considering drawing.
No, he's going to go 3 rails,
Vete
7 balls.
mañana y mejor para que cosas.
Oh, he drew a 1 rail.
Contarte cosas y todo y vaina.
Good enough.
Para buscarte el ejemplo, ven. Vete.
I thought 2 rails forward was a little better, but up the ball from Reyes. especially if he completes this and gets out.
Rub that one home.
He's jumping up a little bit, though.
Every day.
Yep.
It's not just started in the last year or two. He always did. He just does it a little bit more so now.
I remember Efren was a heavy smoker. When he quit, he was in a slump for a few years. But shot too hard. Well, you can play it up the corner.
Yeah, Efren right on the cusp of emphysema at one point in his career. That was probably nearly 20 years ago. Good shot there. All right, very nice out there. His second consecutive break out after winning a game. Reyes now leads 7-5.
Yeah, we haven't seen Bergman in a while. 4 in a row now for Efren.
Once again, 6 ball on the wing. Did not go in this time. Looks like it's going to be a dry break. And Justin, looks like it based on Efren's body language. Justin's bent over.
He's got a window. And angle go forward a little, 32 inside. But you got to get an angle on it too to get to the 3. Yeah, you can get the angle.
No, he gets the cue ball away from the side cushion. That gives him some leeway here if he has to force it or spin it.
I think he's going to draw it. Now, I don't know if he has.
Right.
If he's straight in, the draws is easy, but if it's got an angle, it's going to glance a little bit too much.
Able to cheat the puck. Now they introduced the 5 ball into the equation here, and so now I don't know if he can reach it. Yeah, safe. Good hit there, very thin.
Yep, I don't think Efren can hit any part of the 3. He'll be kicking. I'm sure he'll hit the 3. If he can hit it full enough, he'll always stop behind the 5. Tough for Efren, has to hit a play to do that. Well, he cut it. Oh, well. That didn't go exactly the way Efren wanted. Bergman can run out here. He'll only be 1 game behind. But like you pointed out, his break is not the best.
Good shot there.
Yeah, he got perfect here. He can get straight as he wants on the 5. Yeah, he's perfect. Efren is a draw.
Yeah. And once Justin gets past the break, he's wildly effective at managing the balls.
Yeah, he'll play the 8 and the 9 in the same pocket. Drawing the ball.
7-6 our score now. Bergman will be breaking.
Firmo decenas de certificados por semana, pero este me emocionó. Es de una persona que se graduó como terapeuta a los
8 ball on the wing now. Bergman locks in on the same side. Dry break. No. Yes. What did happen there? Yeah, dry break. It is. It's just hard to gunfight with these great players.
Yeah, you can't win 1 game at a time. You got to string some racks. These good players.
Yep. Yeah, you don't want to have to continuously gunfight with Efren Reyes rack to rack. Particularly, he's even broken around a couple where you didn't get the gunfight with him. Too tough to beat there with his experience level. Keep all threads around there. Pretty nice position on the 3.
Got rolling in softly.
Good speed.
Yeah, he's going to be pretty good in this.
Very good. Like Costello with Chris Castell, listed in. Good to have you aboard. Along with Teachers Players, St. Louis.
Yeah, I think he can go forward a little left-hand English and get closer to the 6. That's what he did. He's perfect.
Like was the angle that drifted to the 8 from the 7 as opposed to across the table. Might overhit it, Danny.
He did.
Good news is he made sure he made the 6 ball. He can handle this. If he tried to be real good with his speed on the previous one, he could easily find the ball hanging down there, so he shot it in rather than try to play the cue ball so much. Drawing to play the 8 in the same pocket the 7 went.
Now he'll play the 8 and 9 in the same pocket. There, you got perfect angle for that.
Good shot.
Yeah, Efren's cruising right along.
He is. He's getting through these racks nicely. Reyes now on the hill, leading 8 games to 6.
Tampoco se suena así.
There's a PPA.
882, very respectable. 850 pro, 900 world class. Justin just a little off the pace. He's made 13 errors, pocketed 59 balls, while Efren's made 67 balls. That ball count, that's the big thing there. The winner who makes the most balls and wins almost every match. Okay, 3 balls to win ball this time. Yeah, 1 ball's coming up. I think Efren's going to have a shot here, Danny. It's always class to break and run out the rack on the hill. I don't know if you know this or not, but
Oh, yeah.
I always tell my players at school that, how important it is. It's really classy to hill. But you would be surprised if you constantly think about that, how many opportunities you get to do so and how much more often it occurs. Because you're not shocked by it. You're constantly thinking about it. When the situation arises, you're not thinking, oh, geez, I could do this. You plan for it, prepared for it, you expect it. I'm not saying it always happens. I'm just saying it's just a little something, little factor in there.
I can tell you it always doesn't happen.
No, we both know that, but you have to prepare as if it does.
Yeah. Good feeling when you break them on the hill and you see everything out in the open.
This is the position play here. This is probably going to dictate whether he gets out.
Oh, he's out. He's going to go 1 rail to the 5. No, 2 rails. Look at this.
Pretty position.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah, gorgeous. He's off the rail. He can do whatever he wants with the cue ball now.
Well, I hope the people that think Efren is way over the hill, I hope they're watching this because he's playing a solid match here against the top young player.
Yeah, and it's going to be near 900 when he's done. A little funny angle here, but he should be okay. To rely on shot making now, he's smiling. If he knows he could have gone another 2 or 3 feet, it's still been okay. But coming up short makes it awkward and difficult.
I think he's supposed to just hit the 7 on the full side and then take a shot on the 8.
He's looking at playing the 8, bring the cue ball back where it's at now.
Don't want to run into the 9.
I'll tell you this.
Got perfect.
Yeah, if he didn't get out from there, this thing could turn around in a hurry.
You're right. Bergman only needs a few games. However, Bergman has got to pack his bags now. I can say it because this is the last tournament.
Beautiful shot, beautiful position. Efren falls perfect. Bergman gracious in defeat. Reyes breaks and runs out on the hill. He's made 3 breaking rounds for the set. Any last comments regarding that
I
match?
just want to remind people that Efren is not done. That's a solid effort right there. 894. Tough to beat.
Classy effort. Bergman out of his chair, offering his hand, looking him in the eye. I appreciate that. Respect that. Reyes shakes Scott Smith's hand. He's presided over many of Efren's matches over the years. This has been World Class Pool presented by the worldwide leader in player programming, AccuStats. For Danny and myself, thank you for joining us. So long for just a while.